My name is Robert Hecht, and I work at the International AIDS Vaccine Initiative, IAVI. I'm the Senior Vice President responsible for IAVI's work in public policy analysis, advocacy, and communications. IAVI has a very well-defined mission, and that is to ensure that a vaccine against HIV and AIDS is developed as rapidly as possible, and that it really becomes affordable and accessible for the people who need it the most in developing countries. And the big challenges we face are scientific. It's very difficult to find an AIDS vaccine. A lot of money and a lot of ideas have gone into this field. We're making some very important progress, but we still need to keep investing in the scientific area. The second challenge is to get a strong policy environment so that the funds that we need come into the AIDS vaccine research area, and so that the best scientists and the best companies, the best private sector talents can work on an AIDS vaccine, something which is so difficult from a scientific and a commercial point of view that sometimes there are disincentives or discouragements that keep the best talents out of the field. We want to provide incentives and inducements so that we can get the best people to work on this problem. And thirdly, the challenge is a political one, and that is to see that the political leaders around the world, in Europe, in Africa, that the world leaders remain committed to an AIDS vaccine. A lot is being done right now around the world to fight AIDS, both to prevent new infections and to treat people who are already sick with HIV and AIDS. This is very, very important and needs to continue. But experience has shown that unless we come up with a vaccine, we aren't going to be able to end the AIDS epidemic. We can slow it down, but we cannot stop it. And this is why we think that even with all of the commitments and all of the political efforts behind HIV and AIDS today, we need to do more to find a vaccine as part of the ultimate solution to ending the AIDS pandemic. In a way, we need support from all the different players. We need a kind of a movement which includes the civil society, the NGOs, and the religious and other non-government leaders. But of course we need political support, we need financing, whether it comes from the private sector or from the public sector. And we need the best scientific talents. Some of them are in universities, some of them are in technology companies, some in large pharmaceutical and vaccine companies. We need to work together in a very concerted and coordinated manner in order to find an AIDS vaccine. It's been very encouraging at this conference to see that there is a recognition of global cooperation around an AIDS vaccine, and particularly at this conference, so many European companies, biotechnology groups, university groups, government leaders, showing that this is an area that is also important, that vaccines and immunization are some of the most valuable and the most cost-effective ways to fight the big health problems of the world and achieve the Millennium Development Goals. And within that area, AIDS and AIDS vaccines is an investment that requires this type of broad solidarity and collaboration.